Good evening, Arctic Ace fam. It's been a while since Team Arctic Ace managed to keep themselves seated in the ESEA Advanced League throughout August and September, and a lot has happened since then. Returning for ESEA Season 43 are three of our classic players, Budfly, Mick, and Coolcoms. But two new players have joined the roster. These players are Cyandor, who will be taking up the entry position, and Brix, who will be taking over for Budfly as the team's in-game leader. Arctic Ace Esports kicks off the 43rd ESEA season on Tuesday, October 25th, with a match against previous Esports Challenger League team, Davenport University. It's looking to be an exciting matchup for Team Arctic Ace, who are looking to make it into ECL with this new roster. Will Davenport be the first stepping stone for Team Arctic Ace? Or will Davenport show off the skills that got them into ECL and stand tall as the victors? Well, that's hella unfortunate. It turns out Twitch cannot process AVI files, and I completely wasted my time playing that little ad. But that's fine. I'm here now, and I am live now, and I'm going to have to open Twitch on my phone. The joys of moving and not being able to do things like you used to. How is everybody in the chat doing today, though? I just Googled Google. That's fun. We'll pop the live stream open here on the phone and then just tap to mute. And I'll just read chat from there. That'll be sufficient, right? Oh, the quality of the game is really bad now. Is it actually? It was just you. Okay, that's good to know, Nano. It's good to know that it was just you. Yeah, we're just gonna have this here. We'll have it on mute while we wait for apparently round 25 to end of Arctic Ace going up against Davenport here. We'll let it not be on mute. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. I had a very nice video all prepped and ready to go. It had some pretty awesome stuff in it, like the standings so far in the league, which were all to be determined. And apparently Twitch just doesn't like AVI files, so we'll have to work on that for next time. But yeah, it's going to be an exciting match here as we take a look at Davenport University going up against... My desktop audio is not being transmitted. That's funny. As we take a look at Davenport University going up against Arctic Ace Esports here. Now, Davenport University used to be in the ECL, so it's going to be fun to see how our Arctic Ace players go up against them. And we just have an infinite man falling to his death, and it looks like the knife fight is going to begin, so we're going to be getting into it. As I was saying, though, Arctic Ace previously just managing to keep themselves seated in the league, in the Advanced League. Meanwhile, Davenport University actually got relegated back down to Advanced. It was their first time in the ECL, so it is to be expected that maybe the first time you get in there, you get bumped back down. It looks like Arctic Ace is going to be taking the T side first. They're going to be the ones pushing for the attack. That's going to be interesting to see. Let's see how they play it out, and if they're going to get big wins or not. The match has gone live, just making sure I didn't forget to do anything. It's been a pretty stressful past 5 to 10 minutes, and a lot of things have been going on. Squid Deity, thank you for the follow. We appreciate follows here at Arctic Ace as the round begins. Round 1. Looks like a lot of the players are going to be splitting off here from the Arctic Ace side. Brix heading up into mid, while Kojo Mo, he's watching down below for that B main push. Coolcoms and Mick, are they going to be able to get the pick onto Kojo? It's going to be interesting. This is my first time seeing these two new players on the roster going for the win here. And there it is, Pug to get the first head tap onto Budfly, drops the smoke. I don't think that went where he wanted it to, and Cyandor was able to trade it out with Spec. Peg getting another headshot onto Cyandor. Scrub Bricks goes down for the count, and there it is. Just like that, Davenport University securing the first round of the match. Now that was very quick. Lots of head taps going off. We have a Bricks fan in the chat. Good to see, but Davenport University, I mean, they just popped off, easily getting those head taps onto the Arctic Ace players, and I mean, that's the kind of trigger discipline you need if you want to make it to ECL. I almost called it ACL. But let's see if Arctic Ace lets that get into their heads. It looks like right off the bat, they're just going to be stacking up Silver Strat style in their spawn, getting ready for any aggressive players, trying to catch any mistakes happening from the Davenport side of things. And are they going to be able to catch Davenport University lacking here? It doesn't seem like it. A lot of the players here on Davenport, I mean, they are moving around. They might hear Budfly here. There's definitely a potential for Budfly to be heard. He's jumping around, getting ready for the mid push, but I mean, it looks like Pug is still playing that mid-angle. Switcher, though, is the first one to get the frag off on Cool Comms. Cyandor taking a quick peek around, getting some shots off on Pug, but he ends up taking more damage than he delivers. Spec coming around the corner and absolutely steamrolling Bricks with a nice headshot from the MP9. It's looking like this is going to be Davenport University's round here. Round 2, I mean, they do have the better weapons, and there it is. 3 kills in mid as Davenport University takes the second round. Now, this is a very good team. Arctic Ace is really going to have to play their best game now that they have weapons if they want to be the victors here. It's going to have to be good strategies, good crosshair placement, trigger discipline, and utility usage, as well as quick thinking. Switcher to put the grenade down right off the bat. Mick takes a little bit of damage, but it's not too much. It's definitely a manageable amount of damage. The flashbang goes out from Cyandor, but there's a smoke there, making it ineffective as Kojo takes some shots off onto Cyandor. He does get him down to 25 HP, but he's not able to finish that kill. Spec is ready for the push, though, hiding in the smoke on... Oh my god, I can't remember. Scaffolding. He's lit for 9. He's lit down to 25 HP. Cyandor might be lurking here, waiting for those pushes to come through. I mean, they know they got him, but Cool Comms is able to get a headshot off on Korn. He did take some damage himself, though. Bricks and Budfly go down. It's Cool Comms versus Pug, and Pug is the victor. It's all down to those last two Arctic Ace players to try and make something happen, and Mick is able to get the frag off onto Pug. Cyandor trades it out as Switcher pops out from around a corner. 7 HP, Cyandor. I mean, he's going to be trying to rotate back here, maybe get the frag off on Spec, who is waiting for him, but I mean, it all comes down to timing, and Spec might have the better timing here. No, he's just going to fall off and go back to ladder room to hide. Very interesting play here. It looks like Davenport might be trying to hunt down the Arctic Ace players, but the Arctic Ace player isn't running. It's Cyandor going for the bomb. And the question is he going to be able to secure it? The molly goes down. That's going to stop any securing of the bomb. And unfortunately takes Cyandor out. Round 3 going to Davenport University. This is looking to be a pretty one-sided match so far. Tech-9's coming out from the Arctic Ace squad. Meanwhile, Davenport University, I mean, they are just loaded right now. I mean, they've got AKs, they've got M4A1Ss, they've got AWPs. It's not looking good here on Vertigo. Oh, that's some good utility usage. Cyandor able to get the frag onto Spec, but not before Spec takes Budfly down for the count. Pug putting some frag grenades down, getting Cyandor down to 62 HP, and there it is. I mean, already the entire Davenport University team is over to the A site. They are just absolutely rotating gods. And Korn's going to be able to get the pick on Cool Comms. Mick trading it up but it is a 3v2 situation. I mean, Arctic Ace is outnumbered and unfortunately outgunned until just now. Cyandor able to pick up an AK. And it's looking like he's going to be peeking, facing the wrong direction though. Pug able to take him out from sandbags and reclaim an AWP. Fourth round going to Davenport University, but that was a close round that we just saw there. Very interesting to see. I mean, taking a look at the scoreline, the picks are just coming out from Pug. I mean, he's got 8 frags so far. Arctic Ace, I mean, a few of their players are still sitting at 0, and that's some good utility. Kojo with a very quick op shot onto Mick, taking down one player already so early in the match. That is extremely bad for the Arctic Ace players. Scrub Bricks down to 54. With Korn just continuously dropping smokes onto scaffolding. Budfly with a cheeky little peek in mid. I mean, he was able to assess the position of the other player and not get fragged. But is that going to do him any good? Here comes a Molotov from Spec. And Kojomo, the op player for the Davenport University team, just absolutely running it up through mid, actually, it looks like. But we're going to take a look at Kojo's perspective. Yeah, no, he rotated over to scaffolding, and there's one pick. Is he going to get another? No, it doesn't look like it. It looks like Cool Comms is going to be able to get one, but Kojo finishing it up, getting that pick finally onto Cool Comms. There we go. 5th round going over to Davenport University. Match paused. I believe that would be an Arctic Ace pause here. They've got to discuss strategies unless Davenport University is just trying to make some discussion here. And we did get a follow from MH3. We do appreciate those follows here at Arctic Ace. Now, as we take a look at the match pause here, I mean, Bricks and Budfly, they're not putting out frags, but that doesn't necessarily matter. They haven't even gotten the bomb down, which is not a good thing. Whenever you're on the T side, you want to get that bomb down. You want to get that plant. You want to get that extra cash. That extra cash flow, because, I mean, looking at the economy side of things, Arctic Ace, they've full bought up here. I mean, Galils and AK-47s, but their money, it's not looking too great. $200 is the most that any of those players have. Meanwhile, on the Davenport University side of things, I mean, 5K, 3K, 3.8K, 325. They're just absolutely stacked, and we do have another follow coming out from Just Iraq. Very good stuff. Like I said, we love to see it as we get ready to continue the match. I mean, it's very much, the ball is in Davenport University's court currently, and the only question is, are they going to fumble it and give a little bit of an advantage back to Arctic Ace Esports here? Now, very interesting play. Once again, all of the players separating off here. Cyandor going down once again from Kojomo's op skills. And it looks like there is a B push coming out. Ultimately, a B push from the Arctic Ace squad. Coolcom spotted by Switcher, but he also saw Switcher, and there it comes a Molotov. Coolcom's accidentally getting flashed, and he's taken down by Switcher. Pug to get another one on Bricks. Switcher taking out Mick. And just like that, Budfly is finished off by Spec in mid. And it's going to be a 6th round to the Davenport University squad now. I am not sure what Arctic Ace can do differently here. I mean, they're trying different strats, but ultimately, rushing into the site isn't working. Playing slow isn't working. It might just be an issue of the skill gap. We are not sure. Molotov going down, blocking off that mid push right off the get-go. And I mean, Tech 9s, and it looks like 2 Deagles. Cyandor taking some shots on Korn, but his crosshair placement is just a little bit left of the player. Oh, Budfly, though. With a wall-banged headshot off on Pug. Kojo Mojo trying to take... Kojomo. Kojo Mojo, I don't know where that came from, but he is just going off with the op. 3 kills. Will he get a 4th? No. The 4th does not come out, and it's down to a 2v2 situation. This is the closest that the teams have been. Cyandor taking the peak. Korn to take him out, and Mick just not able to get that op shot off onto Korn as he finishes up the round with a double. Lots of kills coming out there, but it did get quite even for a moment, but it was only for a moment. Arctic Ace, unfortunately, not able to take that round, but they do have full weapons here once again. Considering that was a save, that was some damage to the economy of Davenport University, but it was not much damage. I mean, Switcher's still at $10,000 cash. Korn as well. Let's take a look at how this goes down now. Flash coming out from Cyandor. It is an effective flash, but as we take a look at the rest of the Arctic Ace squad, I mean, they're over towards the B site. Brick's able to get a pick. He's not able to get a second, though, and Pug absolutely stopping that push from the Arctic Ace squad. Cyandor in mid. Is he going to be able to take out Spec? He is! But he is down to 12 HP. That was not a very good trade. I mean, he has so little HP, and he's not able to get that Molotov in the position that he wants it to be. Kojo able to get the pick, although he is taken down to 20 HP. 8 HP. Pug is able to finish off the round. The 8th round consecutively for Davenport University. Arctic Ace just not able to get their foot in the door and squeeze their toesies in there. Hi, I'm assuming Overwatch. Thank you for the follow. That's a part of the Arctic Ace squad right there. I believe an Overwatch player, if I am not mistaken. Looks like some early utility damage on Pug. That's good for the Arctic Ace squad. Unfortunately, utility damage going right back to Budfly, and it looks like that frag might damage him. It does not. As a frag goes in for Korn, taking him down to 63 HP. He does not rotate. Lots of shots going off. They're just blind firing through the smoke. The Arctic Ace squad is desperate. They are trying to get those picks. Cyandor getting fragged by Korn. Coolcom saving Brix's life by taking out Korn, who is playing on scaffolding, and Mick, I mean, he's just trying to get this little shot off onto the B site, but he's not able to. Switcher is able to wallbang him, and then Brix peeks, gets headshot by Spec. I mean, the crosshair placement of the Davenport University gang is just absolutely on point. There's no mistaking that. Let's see where it goes from here, though. Spec getting a very slow peek onto Coolcoms. He is able to take him out, and it all comes down to Budfly. Let's move ourselves over to Budfly and keep ourselves locked on Budfly here. We want to see what this man is going to do. I mean, he is in a 3v1 situation. Now make it a 3v2 situation. Is this the Budfly moment we've been waiting for? Flashbang out onto the A site here as he takes a peek for Kojo. And gets op-shot by Kojo, securing another round for the Davenport University gang. I mean, you can't really complain about it. Getting to see Davenport University pulling off these very excellent moves, just showing off the skills that got them into ECL to begin with. And it's just an unfortunate first matchup for the Arctic Ace gang here. I haven't resigned them to defeat yet, but it is looking very rough for this gang of players. Grenade goes out on mid, not getting any utility damage right off rip, and that seems like it was a wallbang shot onto Budfly here. We're gonna go back into auto director mode right quick so we can see what's going on. I mean, it's already down to a 2v5 situation. Arctic Ace at a severe disadvantage. Tech 9s versus M4A1S's, AK-47s, and an AWP in the hands of Kojo, and that is a deadly weapon in the hands of Kojo. Cyandor goes down to Switcher. And there it is. Expect to get the final pick. Taking a look at it here. I mean, I don't see anything in the chat, but that might just be a glitch on the end of my phone. Unable to connect to the chat room. Yeah. Very nice. Very good stuff, Twitch. All the errors it gave me pre-stream, and now doesn't even want to work on my phone. Alright, round 11 going into it here. Arctic Ace has fully bought up. Cool Comms does have an AWP in his hands. It could be a deadly weapon depending on how it's used. And Bricks is going to put a Molotov down on sandbags. Unfortunately, nobody was playing in the sandbox. And it's just utility damage all around being hit. The Arctic Ace squad is just being hit by utility damage all around is what I meant to say. Look at this Spec and Pug double peeking together. Budfly is able to get one, but Pug is trading it out with Bricks. Cool Comms getting a shot off onto Korn, and here it is, Pug with a very quick peek around the backside of scaffolding. Able to take out Mick. And it's a 3v3 situation. That's a little bit of utility off on Kojo, but as soon as the smoke clears, he is going to take the peek and get an op shot. There it is. I mean, those slow peeks just do not work on Kojo. And Switcher all the way from the flag down at the bottom of ramp, and it's just Budfly once again in a 1v3 situation. And is he going to make the same fatal error and try and slow peek Kojo here? It seems like he's not even going to be facing the correct direction. There it is, Budfly taken out by Kojo. Securing Davenport University, 11 rounds already. This is not shining a good light on Arctic Ace. I mean, they are a very skilled squad, but I mean, the difference is just very clearly showing. I mean, this is what it takes to be in the Esports Challengers League. And it looks like there are definitely going to be some improvements that need to be made by the Arctic Ace squad. Oh my god, a very aggressive push from Kojo. Mick able to take out two players. That's a double kill from Mick. Unfortunately, he is traded up by Pug, and there's a Molotov making Cyandor push, which is absolutely what he wanted to do. And as Bricks and the rest of the squad come through, Spec is able to just continuously fire bullets into them. Fortunately for the Arctic Ace squad, Cool Comms is able to finish the slaughter. And there it is, Korn getting a headshot on Cyandor. Cool Comms able to secure the first victory for Arctic Ace, though, in this round. Very good stuff. That is a foot in the door. Arctic Ace winning one after 12 rounds. They are finally able to get one in. That made me a little bit excited. However, it is going to be a long road to recovery if Arctic Ace wants to eventually pull ahead and win this, and I mean, it's just a very tough position. Budfly getting the first pick on Pug. It looks like Davenport University is getting a little bit aggressive here. They're making those really early pushes and getting their players traded up early. There it is, Switcher trying to get the pick onto Cool Comms. Cool Comms does have an AWP. That could be deadly for Switcher if he tries to peek this without being prepared for it. And we're just going to take a little look at Scrub Bricks. Very cute profile picture on this lad. On the board, says Logie. BT saying Bricks is his dad, and Nano just excited that Arctic Ace got one. I'm right there with you, buddy. Big thank you for the follow. By the way, Clim, I don't know if I said that. Climmy CS. Climmy CS? Everything has slowed down to a snail's pace, a 4v4 situation on round 13. Bricks being very careful to peek this angle as Korn is standing on the top of the box. And there it is, Switcher with a big flank, though. Budfly knows he's there now. He, unfortunately, is unable to do anything about it. Down to a 3v4 situation. Kojimo popping that very good Molotov over the top right onto default. That is a plant, though, but unfortunately, all of the players are down for the count, but that is some plant money in the bank. It's not going to do very much for the Arctic Ace squad, though, as Davenport University is able to defuse the bomb and win themselves a 12th round. I mean, it does look like Arctic Ace is going to be able to afford weapons, but if they take another round loss here, things will not be looking good. Some early setups coming out from Bricks. Oh, this is going to be huge. It's a very, very strong push from the Arctic Ace squad. They're all facing the wrong direction to avoid the flashbang, and I mean, Spec is just absolutely dominating them with the style points here. I mean, Budfly was able to get a few of them. It's a 3v2 situation. Bricks taking quite a bit of damage from that frag grenade. And it slows right back down to a crawl again. Pug and Kojimo playing that same angle. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's sound made by Mick, and that's going to alert the players of Davenport that they are on the site, but there it is. It's down to Switcher in a 1v2 situation. The odds are kind of stacked against Switcher here. As he takes the peek onto Mick, he's waiting for Bricks to push out, but... oh my goodness, Switcher. There it is! Scrub Bricks! Securing one more round for the Arctic Ace squad. That's 2 rounds out of 15. I mean, it's not the best, but it's something, and we will definitely take it. As Arctic Ace gets ready to begin round 15. They have 2 rounds on the board. They are doubled up. That is a fact, Logie. Oh, but there it is. Some good Molotov use from Switcher here as he takes the peek onto Mick, and he is able to secure a pick. A pick on Mick. Budfly getting one in mid, and then is he going to be able to get another on Kojimo? Sandor taken out by Korn, but Korn is traded up by Bricks. And it's down to a 3v3 situation once again. Players are equal, both with their version of a rifle and an AWP. You couldn't ask for better odds than this if you were Arctic Ace, but you could ask for better odds. Why not make it a 3v2 situation? And that's exactly what Budfly planned to do, and he executed it perfectly. As the peek comes out from Spec, it's down to a 2v2 situation. Cool Comms and Bricks versus Spec and Kojimo. Let's see where they're taking the bomb. Slowly, slowly, they go up ramp, and it looks like Kojo, not Kojo, sorry, I believe that is Spec, is already behind them on scaffolding. So unfortunate. And Bricks is just going to do everything he can to get that plant down as he moves out of the smoke. Oh! So unfortunate. I don't even know how Kojo saw him there. I'll take a little sip of headshot energy as we begin the second half here. Make sure to go and check out Headshot Energy. You can get 10% off with code Arctic Ace. They are the ultimate. I don't actually remember my read, but it doesn't matter because we're already back into the game. We're doing a scuffed stream today. It's scuffed. It's been scuffed since the beginning, and it will continue to be scuffed. Ultimate drink for focus, clarity, and performance? Either way, it's delicious. Blue Raz is awesome. I'm drinking it right now. I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight, and it's going to be amazing. Let's take a look at what the players are doing here. We do have the team switch having happened. Arctic Ace now on the CT side. And it looks like Davenport is going to be going for a mid-play here. Kojo. Oh! What an amazing fire! Oh, that is amazing. Using the floor to your advantage, the physics of the game to pop a Molotov through the bottom of the floor. Now, that is not something I think you'd see often in the advanced league. That is some pro-level strat right there. Mick goes down for the count from Pug. It is a wall bang, apparently. I'm still baffled by that Molotov. I did not know that was a thing you could do. It's a 1v3 situation, though. Arctic Ace actually does have an advantage here. And they do have control of the bomb as well. Where was I? Apparently I was off in La La Land as Brick secures a third round for Arctic Ace. Unexpected. I was completely lost. Third round, exactly nano. The type of stuff you'd like to see. So we go into round 2 of the second half. It looks like Davenport University is splitting up quite a bit here. Bricks, he's just going right in, right down ramp. He's going to take a grenade and throw it at Kojo. He is able to get a little bit of damage off. I mean, Pug is already down to 8 HP, and it looks like Cyandor is going to be making first actual contact on the B site. As Switcher is about to push up, Korn getting a boost, giving a boost to Kojo over top of the smoke. Budfly able to get a pick onto Spec with a headshot. MP9. As Switcher takes a peek, Cyandor is able to get the pick onto Pug. And just like that, the entire Arctic Ace squad is there. And it's down to a 1v3 situation at low HP. Things are not looking good for Kojo. And it's Cyandor to finish out the round. 4 rounds on the board for the Arctic Ace squad. Oh. Round 3 of the second half. How are the viewers in chat doing? Are there any issues with the stream thus far? Lots of utility off on Cool Comms here, but he is able to avoid taking any damage from it. And Spec, oh, perfectly placed in that corner not to take damage from Cool Comms' Molotov. We take a look at the financial situation here. Davenport University in a very tough spot if they lose this round, but so is the Arctic Ace team. And Switcher is just waiting mid for Budfly to peek. Lots of shots coming off onto Cool Comms right now. Pug is down to 16 HP, and it looks like the 2 players that were holding the A site are taken down. But there is a third. A mysterious third, but it looks like Korn just secured the B site. Spec able to take out the mysterious third that was in fact Mick, and it's Bricks versus Spec, and Spec comes out on top. 14 rounds to Davenport University, 4 rounds to Arctic Ace. This is, I mean, I'm gonna say essentially it. If Arctic Ace loses another one, they aren't saving here, and they're not going to be able to afford for match point. And meanwhile, Davenport University, I mean, full AK-47s. This is quite the position to be in. Cyandor trying to get those early peaks. He does get a little bit of damage off on Korn with his MP9 spray, but Switcher trading out Budfly in mid. Not even a trade, it's just a headshot kill. As Kojimo plays for the bomb, picks it up, and is he going to be bringing it? I mean, there it is. Cool Comms and Mick down. As soon as that smoke started to dissipate, their bodies were visible. Very, very unfortunate stuff for the Arctic Ace squad to be placed in a 2v4 situation on this save round, but I mean, it is to be expected. looking at the utility and the weapons that Davenport University were able to buy this round. I mean, 4 AKs, and it looks like Brix and Cyandor are just going to be using this opportunity to save an AK and an an M4A1S that they picked up off the ground. Well, Brix bought the AK, but no, Brix couldn't have bought the AK. Brix must have picked that up off the ground. And there it is. Bomb is going to explode. And Spec is actually going to be pushing in. Is he going to be taking the peek onto Brix? He is. And he is able to, unfortunately, take out Brix. Cyandor is able to kill Mr. Spec, who was the one who pushed, but it is match point, unfortunately, in Arctic Ace. I mean, they are on basically a full save here. Cyandor is the only one with a very good weapon. I mean, a FAMAS, a scout on cool comms. I mean, he could be deadly with the scout, but he's going to have to hit headshots only. There it is. 2 players already from the Arctic Ace squad are taken out. Cool Comms was able to get a pick onto Spec, and Auto Director is broken, which means that the round has already ended, I believe. No, it's not ended. Every time it's the last round, Auto Director breaks for some mysterious reason, and there it is. Cool Comms, the last player remaining. Let's take a look over at his perspective, see what he's doing. He is in a 2v1 situation. Is he going to be able to take out Kojo, though? And Kojo's playing on the bomb. There it is, Cool Comms taking out Kojo, and now it's a 1v1. Kojo v Pug, 66 HP on Cool Comms. Not Kojo, sorry, Cool Comms. I got lost in the plot there. The smoke goes out, there's a Molotov. And unfortunately, Cool Comms is not able to secure the victory. That is going to be the first match of ESEA Season 43 Advanced. Now, keep in mind, this was a very tough team for Arctic Ace to go against. And I don't have an intermission screen prepared, apparently. So we will...
Attention gamers of all ages. There's a podcast you...
I didn't know I had that. I'm just going to go back to the Counter-Strike scene. I didn't know I had that downloaded, to be honest. We're keeping the stream scuffed, everybody. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to the first match of Arctic Ace. It was an unfortunate defeat, but when you're playing against a team that was previously in the Esports Challenger League of ESEA, I mean, you've got to expect that they're going to be quite skilled, and quite skilled they were. Windians 00 coming in saying, Daddy Brix, yes. We do love Brix. It was a very good showing for our 2 new players. I mean, they played well despite everything. It's just quite the skill gap, but as we end out the stream here, we're just going to refer over to, I believe Nano will take care of the raid. We'll raid out to an Arctic Ace streamer, and we'll leave you off on a little word from So We Gaming. Goodbye, everybody, and I hope you join me tomorrow night for match 2, which will hopefully go a little bit better than this one.
Attention gamers of all ages. There's a podcast you will want to add to your playlist. So We Gaming. So We Gaming was created for gamers by gamers. This podcast explores many topics from gaming entertainment, food, current events, and much, much more. They enjoy bringing on guests to learn about them. They discuss their favorite games, their passions, as well as helping to promote their brand. So We Gaming is available on Spotify, Apple Podcast, your favorite podcast player, and SoWeGaming.com. Add So We Gaming to your playlist right now.